Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm sorry for not making a video or more videos recently. I've been pretty sad, I think. I don't know why I'm so sad. I feel like I need to cry. I really don't know why I'm sad. I think part of it is maybe because maybe I'm just getting like adjustment theory, like, what is it called? Yeah, I don't know. Well, one of the things that I wanted to say was, and this is just gonna be like a fucking thought shower, not a brainstorm, a thought shower, because I didn't know what to make a video about. So this is just me hopping on here and trying to be authentic. Yeah, I have no idea why I'm sad. I intentionally wanted to make this video kind of like with the energy that I have now because I just want to practice not having to perform. I feel like my entire life, everything you do is all for fucking performance. You know, you have to say certain things when you see people. You have to smile. You have to say thank you. Have a good day. Does that shit even mean anything anymore? I mean, at a certain point, it just all loses its meaning. It just becomes like a hi, goodbye. And we're all just trapped in this world working. It's felt good to work recently. I've been doing this app called Roadie. It's, I think when I first got it back in December and I downloaded it because I was like downloading a bunch of apps when I was in law school to figure out like how I'm gonna make money. Or maybe it was before that when I was actually thinking of making an app that would be for the gig economy. And I remember I think I was watching one of the founders or creators like talking about it. And at the time I think it was pretty new and they were still growing or building whatever. And I was like, whatever. But then I got out here to LA, in the LA area, and I wasn't able to do Uber, I wasn't able to do Lyft, I wasn't able to do all these other apps. I got just approved for Instacart recently, but because they took me off the wait list, but Roadie was one of the ones that actually fucking worked. And I was like, shit, I'm gonna fucking try it out. Let's see how it fucking goes. And lo and behold, that bitch has been making me money. Made like $500 since I got here, and I got here on I got here Thursday night, I think. No, I got here Wednesday night. And then I think Thursday was my first day of trying to find work. I'm trying to get these apps working. And then I think I started it on Friday. Yeah. And then they paid me on Wednesday. So that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It's like good 4 days of work, it's like, $100 some a day, a little over. And I saw their earnings statement and it seems like they compensate you really well. Like they have at least like a baseline pay you should be getting. So shit, I'm all for it, dog. I feel like they're not big enough yet to be shitting on people like Uber. Like Uber, they don't give a fuck. If something happen wrong when you're driving, you go to a location and the restaurant's closed, they don't give you fucking money. Well, I wanted to say too in this video that words aren't enough. Like I feel like I have thoughts running an infinite amount of miles a minute, and then trying to speak them on these videos is like trying to fit a waterfall into a little spigot, you know? That's how I know that this world is multidimensional and how our thoughts are multidimensional and how our dreams work is like how my mind works, right? How my thoughts work. It's never linear. It never truly makes sense, right? Like when I try to translate my thoughts to like words that I'm speaking, like I have to think about grammar. I have to think about, like what does this mean? Like when I was saying I think at the beginning, relocation theory. Like, I don't know what the word or phrase I was looking for was, but like, anytime I move to a new place, I forgot, like, I even got like diagnosed with this shit, when I got tested for ADHD the first time and again. But it's like when you move to a new place or something, like adjustment disorder or something. So, but yeah, words are never enough, and I feel like we need to be more confident, or at least I need to be more confident with speaking in like non-grammatical, like not even like slang, like I mean like completely non-grammatical, like nonsense English, because I think that's the only way that I can break out of this matrix of like language that tries to depict everyone as the same. And I just gotta let my brain flow. Like right there, I didn't know what I was gonna say, finish my sentence, but I just said depict the same. I don't fucking know. I'm at a movie theater, and I'm about to see the movie that I wanted to see last time. It's called Relay, for anyone who's interested. And yeah, I wanted to see Relay last time, but I bought the ticket. No, what happened was I got there, the movie showtime was like right when I got there, so, and they only had like self checkout purchase tickets machines. So the dumbass computer, this is why the world with computers and robots is the fucking end of everything, was like, oh, you're here at 8 o'clock. The movie starts at 8 o'clock, so we're not going to show that showtime anymore, even though the movie usually starts like 20 minutes, after the fucking showtime. So then I bought the ticket for the last one. It's like a couple hours later, and I was like, oh, I'll just go to the fucking movie theater now and just watch it, and with the ticket. So I showed them the ticket, and then they were like, okay, go to this room. But I think at that time, a whole other movie was showing, so I just watched this whole other fucking movie because I was like, why are there so many kids in here? Like, this is a rated R movie. Our parents, like, at first I was like, maybe parents, just don't have a babysitter. They just have their kids with them. But then it was like more parents started coming with more kids, and I'm like, oh no, this is a kids movie. There were some older people there, some other like solo moviegoers. I kind of like going to the movies by myself. It's kind of like a little treat because I don't really do too much. I didn't really do this where I was last. I think, honestly, probably because I don't think there was a fucking movie theater out there. I mean, there probably was. There's definitely movie theaters. I think I was just in a different mind space because I was at my parents' place, and even just thinking about that, get goosebumps. Ugh. I just felt so fucking confined, and even though I wasn't, like, it just felt, it's just always like that shadow being over you, whatever. Ugh. Now that I'm out here, even though I'm in this Airbnb right now, which I'm about to move out of, I got my place, my office space. My office space is doubling as my home, and I got a gym membership today, so I can shower. So now I have my office space where I'll sleep and make music and make YouTube videos. And I have my shower and gym. And then I'll do laundry at a laundromat. And yeah, we'll figure it out. I'm trying to figure out like what the fuck do I do with my towels and shit after I go to the gym, because I'm going straight to like work after. Like I'm starting roadie after. So we'll figure all that out. Do a couple internet searches and see what people say how to do that shit. But yeah, I just wanted to make a video because I don't know, I felt scared making a video, and I felt like sad, I think, too, because like I want my videos to do better in terms of like views and performance. But honestly, like I'm happy that I've gotten this far. Like I have, I think, five subscribers last time I checked, which is crazy to think about. Like, even though it's just 5, it's just like, damn, like, because it was 0, and it was like 1, and then it was 2, and then next time I checked, it was 5. So thank you all, whoever you are, even if one of them's a bot. I love you all. Wish you all the best, and yeah, these are just my thoughts. I didn't go into this video with like a plan, or I've been thinking like, oh, maybe I should do some videos with scripts, and maybe I need to have like a more focused and tailored message, and I don't know, like maybe I'll do some of that, maybe I won't. But I think I again, I just want to be consistent, just make it part of my daily routine so that, you know, I can't think about the results as much. That's what happened to me last time with music, and why I ended up fucking myself over was because I gave up so early, because I gave up mostly because of the fucking ratchback. See, I'm just saying words now. The ratchback that I received from all these people around me. And yeah, so if I say shit that doesn't make sense in the video, just know. From the people around me, because I was saying shit and they weren't happy with the shit I was saying and whatever. So I lost friends and fucking got in arguments with my parents and sister and fucking extended family, and it was such a mess, being on Instagram and social media and everybody seeing you and all family commenting and all this other bullshit. I was just too much. But I was like making traction. The thing is, I was making traction, but at the same time, I don't think I was making authentic traction, because I think I was still, because I had everybody watching me, I still had that sort of like, oh, make pop music, you know what I'm saying? Like, now that I'm doing it myself and alone, I feel like I can say whatever the fuck I want. Like, I could make a track that says ooga booga booga bada 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 for like 20 minutes, and I can release it, and I don't give a fuck. Somebody from like Czechoslovakia will stream it, and I don't have to explain to anybody. That's the freedom I want. It's just like, I'm just so tired of explaining things to people. Like, nothing has meaning. Like, everything is a feeling. Like, I love listening to my song, What Is Life? Because it's like, I have the signs like, we don't know how we got here. You don't know why you're here, but you're still here, right? And, if you try to tell somebody how to move your right hand, what would you say? There's nothing you could say. It's just thoughts floating in your brain. And then what is a thought? What is your brain? Like, at this point, man, I'm just trying to live life, and fuck it, I don't know. It's like I gotta balance. I've been listening to all these surveillance podcasts. It's like I gotta balance being on the internet and being digital with like goddamn surveillance. But at this point, I mean, anybody that has the capacity can just know anything about me at this point. Like, it's not even a secret. So that's why I'm like, shit, maybe I should just air it all out. Make it easier for y'all. Just tell you straight up, because it's not like they're gonna do anything. Like, and if anything, like, I'm at this point in my life where I'm like, anything that happens is meant to happen. I'm also at this point where it's like, and it's also for my good. I'm also at this point where it's like, I used to be super religious and stuff, because that was just a way for me to cope with the world and everything. And I used to be like, afraid, like, I have to pray so much. And I was watching Alina's videos, and she's like religious too, or she's a Christian, I think. And she was like, I want to pray, and maybe I'm not doing well because I stopped praying. And I would have these same thoughts. It's like, maybe I'm not praying enough. Like, maybe I'm doing things that makes God upset. And now I'm like, I am God, bitch. Like, the God is in me. Like, motherfucker, I am God. Like, I'm a fucking human being, like fucking reproducing cells, like at a fucking infinite speed. I was about to say finite speed. But yeah, I'm out in this bitch, dog. I'm out in this bitch. About to go see this movie. I guess I told myself I would come here early, one, so I can make sure I get my ticket, but two, so that I could upload this video, and this other video that I recorded before this to YouTube before. But honestly, y'all, I'm beat. Like, I'm not trying to do real shit right now. That's what I got to figure out with my schedule too. Like, how am I gonna work this in? Cause like, I definitely need to be, like, one of the main things right now is like, look, how I fucked up before in my early 20s was that I wasn't growing my money. You know what I'm saying? I was being stupid with it. I was about to say retarded. Being retarded with it. And I would spend so much. I would make as much as I spent, and then ask my parents for money, when money was tight. So like, I never had actual freedom. Now it's got, ooh, look at my arm. I went to the gym this morning. I didn't really even do shit. I just pulled this rope down. I got a personal trainer though. That shit costs $250. But my hope is that that's an investment where I can, like, I'm looking at this lady across the street. Like, is she gonna look at me? Oh, she has like a little baby. Saw this woman this morning too, and I was going to the gym talking about how she was like with her baby in the car, or it's like a kid, honestly, not a baby, but so was that one. It's like a kid, little kid. And the lady this morning, she was like driving out of this parking space, and I was about to take her space, but she was like driving like all on my side of the road, and I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh, this bitch is on the phone. And then I parked, and she was still like driving slowly, like we were only like 10 spaces back, so like she should have like been able to drive out, but she was like slowing down. I think she had stopped even, and then had her window down, and her kids was in the back, and she's talking all this shit like, he's saying I'm not a good mother, but I have the kid and I want to press charges. And I'm like, oh my God, like this is like, and again, like I don't ever view anything as like blaming somebody or like putting somebody at fault for their situations. Like, again, I feel like everything that happens is nature. Like, nature is happening around us 24/7. You know, there's things beyond our earthly words and worlds that we can't even describe. But in my head, I was just like, damn, like, it's so sad. Like, this little kid is gonna grow up and he's gonna have memories of his mom being like, oh, pressing charges against his dad, and just what that does to somebody. I mean, shit, I went through shit too. I mean, I feel like we all go through shit, and then you just kind of live through it, and you kind of get over it, and go to therapy if you can. And so, you know, I'm sure he'll be fine. He might even be more than fine. He might even be a fucking amazing, you know, good-hearted person. You know, I'm not even talking about money, just good-hearted person. Yeah. Oh, I like this movie theater because they have like outside, you know, where they have all the like movies that they're playing. Like, they actually had all the movies, and I saw the one I was watching when I was coming up, and it was like, oh, 8:50 was when I'm gonna see the movie. So I think he's or she or whoever they are is putting up the movies for tomorrow, maybe, because the one where I was looking at before, where my movie was, is gone, and they're like sliding new blocks in. That's really cute. It's really cute. I hope they're enjoying their job. But who actually enjoys their job? Even when you do what you love, it becomes a job eventually. Like, you know, like, it's never like, you're never actually going to be in spending your day how you want. You're always going to be a slave. So that's one of the other things I was thinking about. Like, I'll probably wrap it up after this or a few things, where I am been listening to so much David Icke and so much like surveillance stuff, and I was listening to this bribery podcast earlier about all these bribes between U.S., Saudi Arabia, British government, and CIA. I was like, I want to make, not only because I already had the idea for like my school and like all the textbooks that are going to have the true history of things, like the true lay it down flat, like history, not even history, but just like reality. Like, this is like, you are a slave. Welcome to the world. Like, that's the type of shit I'm gonna write in my textbooks. Like, this is what the kids need to learn, because I realize it's like, yo, these motherfucking manipulators have a fucking 20-30 year head start on motherfuckers, because they put everybody in this indoctrination system that they call the school system. And in that, they teach you that, you know, you are your five senses, you're your 3D body, and they don't teach you anything that is actually real. You know, these words aren't real. You know, these words, I feel like, are like fighting nature. You know, I feel like the same way that I have to wake up and do this bullshit every day, it's the same way, you know, it's like I'm bending a tree. You know, like, the tree is naturally upright or whatever direction it wants to grow, but you're like bending it to your will. Like, that's what words are to me, where it's just like, this is not even close to what I want to say, what I'm thinking. I didn't even come up with this language. I was given this language. I don't even speak, you know, this is not even my accent. I was like given this. Like, these are all things I was given, and then I'm just supposed to live with my entire life to communicate with everybody. And nobody's ever like, oh, you want to create a new language, or about different words, or about how, you know, like, maybe like, you know, you have inspiration from like Native Americans and all these other people, but whatever. I'm just ranting. Anything else I wanted to say? I love you all. Like, I was gonna say I love you guys. Yeah, that's like, I just always am like overly politically correct. Like, and I'm always conscious because I'm like, oh, maybe somebody's first time watching these videos. Cause like even when I watch videos, I don't like judge. And it's like maybe I just shouldn't judge. But it's also useful. I don't know. See, like this is like one of those things where it's like logic shouldn't exist because nothing actually makes sense. Like that's what I learned in law school, and that's what I even learned when I was listening back to one of my songs, and I was like 1 + 1 = infinity. It's like that's actually true. Like even the math we're taught is wrong. Like 1 + 1 is infinity. The thing is that numbers don't even exist, dog, because you can't have, just like straight lines don't exist or like points don't exist. Like we were all taught these things in math that aren't actually existing, just like words don't exist. Like these are all representations of like ideas that are not even possible, right? They're like abstract. It's like imaginary. It's literally imaginary. And everybody's treating this as if like, oh, 1 + 1 = 2, but one doesn't exist because there's never, unless you froze time, there's never one. There's never like two, or there's never three, right? You could say, oh, like you got 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks. Then you just get even more lawyery with it, which is like, okay, well, what do you mean by 1 block? Like, what do you mean? How many atoms are there? Are there atoms shifting? Are there atoms bouncing out? There are electrons, and how many are moving around the nucleus and at a certain time? And you just get so microscopic with it, where you're just taught in school like, oh, black and white and black and black and white, but really the world is a rainbow, an infinite rainbow. And that's how I end this video. Infinite rainbow. Maybe that'll be the title. The infinite rainbow. And people will never know what it means until they get to the end. Okay. See ya. Bye. Love you.